What's up, guys? Rev Sauce 9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. Everything down below in the description is up to date. So make sure to check out everything to do with me. We have a donation thing going on. Since a lot of you ask me about a donation link, it's there for you guys if you want to donate something to the channel. Everything comes back to this channel. So if you help me out, it comes back to this very channel. Everything is optional, so down below, check it out. All my social media and everything should be up to date for you guys down below. So we're going to talk about Collision for July 27, 2024. Honestly, great show. I was very, very happy with it. I would say it's a B- from me. I thought it was a solid 7.0 all day. I would say C+, B-, honestly. It was a good show. It was decent. It wasn't bad. Now, I thought Lio Rush and PAC, man, they both complement each other. And Lio Rush being back in AEW is best for business. I thought Lio Rush kind of squandered his last time around in AEW. And I think this time around, after apologizing to Tony Khan, trying to make things right after all the injuries he's had, and Lio Rush has been floundering. So Lio Rush has been very much floundering in New Japan Strong. He's been floundering somewhat in TNA. Hasn't found a home for himself. And I think now Lio Rush is getting older. He's still in his prime, but he needs to pull the trigger somewhere. And I think, you know, him going up the card in AEW, and I think Ring of Honor, I think I could see him as a pure champion. Television champion. I could see him as a TNT champion if he wants to go that far. I could see him going up to the mid card, upper tiers. I could see Intercontinental champion with Lio Rush. Lio Rush has the mic skills. He has the presence. And if they want to do a Hurt Business thing, so let's say if they want to do the Hurt Business, they could bring him in as a mic, as a mouthpiece for Bobby Lashley. If they want to go that way, recount it like that. If Bobby Lashley is going to AEW, Lio Rush should be somebody that they literally go with here. I think Lio Rush would be perfect for Tony Khan and also for the Hurt Business if they decide to bring it over. If they do bring it with Shelton Benjamin, he would be a nice replacement for Cedric Alexander until Cedric Alexander decides what he's going to do. Is he staying with WWE? Or is he going to go somewhere else? So we'll see. Maybe they bring in Kenny King. You know, that would be cool, too, for the Hurt Business. Kenny King's been kind of floundering. I think Kenny King's in TNA. I could see Kenny King, Scorpio Sky in the Hurt Business if they want to go that way with him. Looking cool. But PAC and Lio Rush for the main event was best for business, honestly. Best for business. MXN or MXM, I said that, I butchered all that. Collection versus FTR, one hell of a match. Honestly, Mansoor is looking better than ever. WWE dropped the ball with these guys. Honestly, when they were maximum male models, I think they really dropped the ball. And I honestly thought, hey, they need to go somewhere else. And I think AEW is going to be perfect. Mansoor is already getting paid more than he ever has. And I just think MXM Collection is going to be great for Ring of Honor and AEW. I could see them winning tag team belts down the road. FTR, again, you know, I'm kind of over FTR. I really wish they would have put MXM over tonight. I just find it a little hokey pokey that they're trying to get into this all-in tag team thing when it's the Acclaim's time, technically. And the Acclaim, like, what? Again, they've been very ice cold. This is the one thing tonight I will complain about. The show was decent. I will give it a C, a B-, a C+. But, like, the Acclaim sitting back going, well, FTR, brr, brr, brr. So you're telling me you're going to set up an FTR contenders match with the Acclaim, which the Acclaim are literally #1 contenders. I mean, it just makes no sense to me. As a person, it just makes no sense. You know, to me, what are they going to have to go over FTR to go for that championship? Or are they including FTR and we're going to have a triple threat for the tag team belts, a three-way for the belt? at All In. I don't know what they're setting. Is it going to be FTR at All Out, and then we're going to have the Acclaim, and then the Acclaim defend the belts at All Out just to lose? I see these are things with AEW. I'm kind of like, you're bringing in tag team wrestlers, and FTR should lose. I'm not gonna deny this. FTR should have lost here tonight. I mean, it just made sense for them to lose and just put over MXM here. But instead, Shatter Machine 1, 2, 3, they do beat MXM or MXM. I'm really a fan of Mansoor here. Like, I am a fan of Mansoor. FTR's begins their road to Wembley. I guess they're gonna set this up for a triple threat. Like, to me, I just don't understand it. FTR should not even be. It should not be FTR at all in this. It should be the Acclaim versus the Elite and the Young Bucks. It should just be a given here at this point. Orange Cassidy defeats Johnny TV with Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie looked really good. Orange Cassidy's great shit. He's part of the collective, I think what they're calling it, the Contribution or something like that. The group with Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly and Ishii. I like the group. It's another faction in AEW. Honestly, they can go for the trios belts on either side. At Battle of the Belts, guys, they brought back the Ring of Honor trios belts, so they weren't vacated. So Tony Khan reinstated them. They are brought back. I knew that was coming. I'll go into that on my Battle of the Belts review. Blackpool Combat Club. Willer Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli defeat Top Flight and Brian Cage and Lee Morinati with Shane Taylor. This match was kind of a throwaway match. This was fun, three-way match. Undercard, Moriarty won the Pure Wrestling. They did say that he won the Pure, and it kind of gave that rivalry between the Blackpool Combat Club and Wheeler Yuta and also, Lee Moriarty. But at the same time, I didn't really care because, honestly, the infantry was watching backstage. But again, Shane Taylor Promotions has been built up in Ring of Honor more than on AEW. And the thing is, build them up on this match could have been done on Ring of Honor television, to be honest with you, more than a Collision. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to build up the tag team division for AEW. I just felt that this could have been done on a Ring of Honor show, to be honest with you. Pretty much went to pretty much Blackpool Combat Club. We got a recap of the Parsees versus the Bullet Club, the beating of the Bullet Club Gold. I could care less. Christian's group is #1 top tier. I do really like Mother Wayne, Nick Wayne, Kill Switch. I like it. They're going to be holding on to those AEW six-man tag team belts for a while. They are the trios titles, so there you go. They're going to be holding on for a while. I don't see them losing it any time anywhere yet. Hologram. Again, new talent to AEW, gets his second victory over the Beast Motos. This match went the distance for me. This kicked off the night. And let me tell you guys, like, Hologram's the shit. I get why Tony Khan signed this person. They're going to probably need him if Rey Fenix and Penta El Romero goes over to WWE. I think Penta's going to be heading to WWE. I have this really feeling that Penta's kind of done with AEW, and it's a shame because AEW didn't book him very well. And I think Hologram could be a good pencil in, a younger version of what Penta El Romero is. And you see it, why they signed Hologram. Hologram looks really good. Now, where do they do with Hologram? Again, they're going to have him win a lot. So I would say U.S. title, go against MJF in that capacity. We got to see where Daniel Garcia falls in. I could see him in the TNT championship side of things against Jack Perry. You could put him in Ring of Honor if you like, and maybe pencil him in for a Pure Championship. Maybe You can have 2 luchadors because they got Altis Jr. over there from CMLL holding that television title, so you could probably have that go on. But again, the Beast Martos, man, this guy should be somewhere in your main card stuff. He is too good. Like, I know he won at Death of Dishonored for Ring of Honor, but this man is so fucking good. And it's incredible, the moves that he does with a mask on. Hologram, can we just say, like, him and Commander? That's the thing about Commander. You brought Commander in, you signed him for all this, and you have him lose. And then Hologram looks just like him, and you have him win. You know what I mean? So, to me, I wish Commander would get more of a push. I think, you know, Hologram's got more of a namesake. You know, I guess he's got history within CMLL, AAA, and things like that. That's why they were high up on him. Now, here's the thing. Maya World, and Thunder Rosa, I could care less. Thunder Rosa needs to be fighting for main card championships. Again, I don't know why Thunder Rosa's not over at Ring of Honor going against Athena. I'm really tired of Athena holding on to that Ring of Honor women's belt. No offense to Athena. I like Athena, but Athena should be up on the main card right now fighting for titles. You know what I mean? Her and Billy Stark should be fully up on the main roster at this point. I like Ring of Honor. I like what they're doing, but they have plenty of women's talent to build. Like Sky Blue, they were building in Ring of Honor for a while there. Sky Blue should beat somebody. Now, Red Velvet did win the Pure Champion, or sorry, she did win the television title on the women's side, which I'm cool. Red Velvet's been floundering for a while in Ring of Honor and AEW. Finally give her something. I'm happy about that. Again, now, Thunder Rosa did cut, the announcer noted that the world was trained by the world, pretty much saying how Thunder Rosa's this, that, and the third. And Rosa was threatened by Diana Peraza to the camera after the match. It was just, to me, and I'm just going to say this, Thunder Rosa and Diana Peraza, they've had their matches at this point. They're probably going to have one more at All In or All Out. And to me, just end it at this point. Thunder Rosa should be moving on in the Ring of Honor division now at this point and fight for that women's either TV championship or you have her go in and win against Athena at this point. Athena, don't get me wrong. I like Athena. Okay, you know, when she was Ember Moon, I liked her too, but it's time for Athena to lose and just transition up to the main roster. I can honestly see her as a women's champion at this point of AEW. She could carry that division. I honestly get why Tony Khan is having her hold that belt as long as she has. I really thought they were going to relinquish the belt to Athena, and Athena did win kind of hokey pokey over the weekend at Death of Dishonored. And honestly, I'm not gonna have a review for it. I'll probably talk about it within my stream later on today. But to be honest with you, Collision was good. It wasn't bad. It's not a trash episode. And you're gonna have people say I'm defending AEW. No, I'm not defending. And where's my WWE reviews this week? I've kind of been floundering this week with headaches, migraines, so I'm doing the best I can. We got a highlight, Lance Archer all night long beating up people, and we got a highlights of Lance Archer versus Will Ospreay from New Japan on top of Lance Archer saying that he's going to beat the shit out of Will Ospreay on Wednesday, which I highly doubt. We got the conglomeration. Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe, and Ishii defeating the Premier Athletes. The Premier Athletes are pretty much that jobber group. Once again, Tony Nese, Josh Woods, and Artie Daivari are just getting beat. These guys should be further along than they are. It's kind of the same boat they were in WWE, minus Josh Woods. Josh Woods has been on NXT's radar for a while, if these guys wanted to go back to WWE, it would be a great thing. Honorary Daivari's brothers over there, Daivari, so it makes sense. Again, they got beat pretty handedly. I'm not going to go over this. It was kind of a squash match, to be honest with you. So we have a segment with Chris Jericho and this whole learning tree and how he's like, I'm done with it. Chris Jericho, I'm sorry to tell you this. It is not, I just hit my mic. I'm in this recording. My bad, guys. Chris Jericho, give it up. At this point, give up this character. It's not working. It's ran its course. You're just as bad, and I'm going to compare you to somebody else, and you're much older than this person, Solo Sikoa. It's bad when I'm having to compare you in the same plane as or in the same arena as Solo Sikoa. You are just as bad, my dude, and it's really getting bad. I don't want to see you on I want you to lose that belt at All In to somebody. You are terrible. You need to just go off and take a hiatus. You are clogging airspace and time from other wrestlers. And Chris Jericho, I'm not saying to retire, my dude. I'm not saying, look, retire. Take a long sabbatical off of AEW television. Do what Jon Moxley is doing, taking a hiatus away from wrestling to take a break to vacation. Go do another album with Fozzy and just take like a couple months away and literally come back as the Painmaker, because you're better as the Painmaker than you were anything else. And just come back being you. I don't need you to have a faction. I don't need you to have a group. I don't need you carrying. You're not doing anything for Big Bill. You're not doing anything for the other guy part of it. It's just awful. Honestly, I'm sorry. Chris Jericho ain't doing it for me per week. It's just becoming more and more ridiculous. All right, so we get to Mansoor and Mason Madden. And honestly, these two guys, they did talk about MXM, where they came from, especially Madden. They did talk about how he was under the Tony Khan branches during his time in the NFL. They went into depth. MXN collection, man, you know, can I just tell you guys, these guys are going to pretty much make Pretty Deadly look pretty bad, because they literally look like Pretty Deadly 2.0, but better. And that's just my personal opinion. And Pretty Deadly has gone nowhere in WWE outside of being jobbers or enhancement talents. Now, they did give credit to MXM, literally for their attributes and stuff like that. You got to give it to Tony Schiavone there. Tony Schiavone really, really hitting off the whole these guys. But FTR did get the victory here, but it was a great showing by MXM. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. They hit the heart attack with Madden hitting the leg lariat instead of the Constantine from the near fall. Wheeler got up, hot tag. Wheeler Yuta looks like he's getting thicker. Is it just me? Is Wheeler Yuta just getting, Wheeler Yuta, sorry. I'm going to butcher that. Cash Wheeler, my bad. Getting fatter. Do you notice FTR is getting fatter? I don't know, man. But FTR gets the victory. We get an Acclaim here, and as I said, I'm done with the Acclaim too, man. It's getting bad with the Acclaim. The Acclaim irritating the shit up. Where were you guys before all this? You guys are all saying nut up and shut up, but where were you guys like months ago? But like, my guys, Anthony Bowens, you should have been this months ago. Max Caster. I'm gonna pick on you a little bit here. My dude, you say you didn't want Shelton Benjamin, but you've been ice cold, my guy. Ice fucking cold. Instead of keyboard warring on your phone or on your PC, why don't you actually wrestle good matches? Acclaim, instead of being on Twitter or X, bitching all the time and saying people underlook you. There's a reason why people underlook you and why all these reviewers say that you guys are kind of hokey pokey. I'll tell you why. It's because you talk more than you put on matches. If you put on A++ matches or 5-star matches, maybe people would change their minds about you. But instead, all you do is run your mouth and say how you're the greatest. You haven't proven that yet. You haven't proven that yet. And Max Caster, if you want to keep running your mouth about every single person out there, go have a singles run and let's see what you could do. I'm tired of Max Caster sitting back and running his mouth all the time saying how he's the greatest, but he hasn't proved himself. Like, it's wild to me. Then we get to PAC defeating Lio Rush. This match was match of the night next to Hologram. Honestly, man, PAC, Lio Rush, I said at the beginning of this review, hands down, Lio Rush, turning the page. This is what I'm a big fan of Lio Rush, and I'm telling you, if they do the Hurt Business, this man should be the first phone call Bobby Lashley makes. This should be your mouthpiece. They should recandlelight that. Seriously, Lio Rush is good shit. I love Lio Rush right now. What he is doing, you know, apologizing to Tony Khan, and now this, man. Lio Rush is the shit, man. He was the shit in WWE. He was, I believe he was Cruiserweight champion for a minute there. This is why I think AEW should have like a light heavyweight title, maybe I would honestly tell you, maybe a Cruiserweight title of their own. I get it. Please, I get it that I'm promoting another belt, but they should do something on the range of that. They should. They should put something on AEW of a Cruiserweight title because they got plenty of luchadors there. Lio Rush could fit into that division or like an X division title type deal. I'd be okay with that. PAC is great shit. I knew PAC was going to get a victory here. It just seems like it's going to be PAC somewhere involving himself in somewhere in All In. Everybody's saying Ricochet. I think Ricochet will show up before an All In, and I think that will be your match, PAC and Ricochet. I'd be cool with that. Or you could do PAC in a triple threat with Adam Page and the Hangman and Okada if you want to go that way, and maybe give PAC the belt in his homeland. You could do it that way. But yeah, this is pretty much this review. I appreciate you guys for watching and listening, and there was just a lot of stuff going on with AEW. I'm going to say this. Smaller arenas like this esports in Arlington, Texas works perfect. Works perfectly for me. I think they need to do more of that. Anyway, I'm not going to go into much on the Battle of the Belts review, but I will give you guys a Battle of the Belts review in here shortly. So thank you guys for stopping in and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.